Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking in each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Leo, let's get started. How does Leo currently view this relationship? Let's see what's going on. All right, Leo. So we do have the King of Swords. We do have the Six of Wands. And then we also have the Sun out here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly another Leo like yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case though. But in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, you know, it's interesting because I do see you very, very focused on you right now, but I'm kind of getting the Page of Swords all of a sudden, which doesn't feel like your energy. It feels like someone external to you. It's like the more you focus on yourself, the more you got someone in particular, focused on you is like the best way that I could describe it is that I'm seeing here. And I'm not saying this to be funny or anything like that, but whoever this Page of Swords is, it's not somebody that you think about. Like, they're not at the forefront of your mind is basically what I'm getting, Leo. Like, you don't think about this person. I almost want to say at all. They're not at the forefront of your mind. They're definitely not, but you're definitely at the forefront of their mind. It's weird. It's like, and I feel like it used to be the other way around. Like, I feel like it used to be one of those things where it's like you used to be very hyper focused on this person, and now that you're not hyper focused on them anymore, and you're hyper focused on yourself. Now they're very hyper focused on you. But it used to be the other way around, is basically what I'm getting. Yeah, it used to be the other way around. But it kind of looks like the tables are essentially turning here. It kind of looks like once upon a time they were very hyper focused on themselves. Therefore, you were very hyper focused on them. And now that you're very hyper focused on you, now this person's very hyper focused on you. But yeah, you're very, very locked in, I would say, when it comes down to yourself, your goals, the things that, you want to manifest into fruition here for yourself, things of that nature. You're just very, very focused, I would say, on yourself and your success and your growth and your expansion. And the more you focus on yourself, the more you feel better. I am definitely getting about your life as well as yourself, which I really, really do love. I just kind of feel like something was kind of distracting you from, like, focusing on you and like your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. And it kind of looks like the more you pour into yourself, the more you feel good about yourself as well as your life. So I love that for you. I do. All right, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? We have the Ace of Swords. We got the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. Okay. In regards to in regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship with you, it kind of looks like things came to an end here between you and this person. I'm not entirely sure when things came to an end between you and this person, but I am getting things did come to an end nonetheless between you and this person. Now, here's where it kind of gets a little tricky, right? So apply this to your situation, however it resonates. But this ending could have happened many moons ago. Even if it did happen many moons ago, it still feels fresh to them. Like, they're still not over it just yet. They still haven't moved past it just yet, if that makes absolutely any sense. But of course, this could have happened, a month ago or like even a week ago. I mean, it could have, which could explain this Ten of Swords energy. But yeah, regardless of when the relationship essentially came to an end between the two of you, I am definitely getting that it still feels fresh to them. Like, it feels like it happened yesterday. It feels like they haven't fully gotten over this ending between the two of you and how things played out between you and them. With the Ace of Swords to the Knight of Wands, I feel like this person, since this ending occurred here between the two of you, they've just been trying to accept the fact that maybe they'll never get the closure that they truly want and desire. Maybe they'll never get the clarity, the clarity that they truly want and desire. Maybe they never will. Maybe they never will. But I feel like because there's such a lack of clarity and closure here, it makes it very hard, I would say, for them to move forward and move on with their life is basically what I'm getting. Hence why they've been struggling with this ever since this ending occurred here between the two of you. But unfortunately, dude, I feel like this is someone that feels like they really can't move forward and move on, with their life until they get that closure, until they get, the answers to their burning questions. Yeah. So, I mean, this could very well prompt this person to gravitate towards you. I'm not getting that right now they will gravitate towards you. Of course, that could very well change very soon. Just look at this as an energy of them essentially feeling, right? Like, the only way for them to move forward and move on with their life is to have that conversation with you and get that closure that they essentially need in order to move forward and move on with their life. All right, so we do have the Three of Pentacles. We do have the Queen of Cups, and then we also have the Moon. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Swords. See, I was kind of getting that Page of Swords strongly. Yeah, it's like the more you focus on you, the more they're very, very focused on you. I feel like this person's very curious to know if you're seeing someone new, or if you're dating someone new, or if you're in a relationship or not. Like, this person comes off to me as somebody who basically feels like they're in the dark when it comes down to like what you currently find yourself doing with your life is basically what I'm getting. Well, why is that? Let's see. We have the Page of Wands to the Eight of Swords. It kind of drives this person insane that they don't know like what's going on in your life. It does kind of drive this person insane that they don't know. They don't know if you're seeing someone new. They don't know if you're talking to someone new. Like, they don't know if you've honestly moved forward and moved on with your life. So let's be honest. Listen, between you and I, this energy of them essentially having a very difficult time moving forward and moving on with their life is concerned because of this lack of clarity, because of this lack of closure. I feel like that does play a role in why they're having a difficult time moving forward and moving on with their life. But I also feel like this also plays like a massive role in why they're having a very difficult time moving forward and moving on with their life. Between you and I, it does appear to me that this person still wants you in this dynamic that they once upon a time had with you is concerned. They still want it, is basically what I'm getting. They still want it. And I feel like that's like another thing that's making it very challenging and difficult for this person to move forward and move on with, their life. Now, this person is starting to really overpower your reading, Leo. So I'm going to ask one more time how you're currently feeling, just to see if I can pick up on your energy. How does Leo currently feel? We have the Devil, we have the Strength card, and then we also have the Justice card. Leo, I'm not really picking up on you. Like I said, this person's starting to really overpower the reading here. I just kind of feel like the more we look into this person's energy, the more I'm starting to kind of get an idea as to why they're having such a difficult time moving forward and moving on with their life. So it kind of looks like another reason why they're having a very difficult time moving forward and moving on with their life is because of this. According to them, this person feels like they were nothing but good to you. So the fact that things played out the way that it played out, or the fact that you did whatever it is that you did, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you did something. I don't know if you did or not, but point is that because things played out the way that it played out, and because you did them the way that you did them, it definitely causes, this person a lot of anger and frustration, and I'm also getting, unfortunately, resentment, okay? Because according to them, they feel like they were nothing but good to you, and the fact that things play out the way that it did, they're not too happy about it. The fact that, you did them the way that you did them, I guess, like, they just don't, yeah, they just don't like it. They just don't like the fact that here you are, you know what I mean, moving forward and moving on with your life, you know what I mean? And just out here doing your thing while they're over here, you know what I mean, trying to like pick the pieces back up all over again, you know what I mean? They just kind of feel like this entire situation is extremely unfair. Yeah. How does this person currently feel? All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles, we got the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Four of Swords. I feel like this person is trying their hardest to just let you go and just accept the fact that, you and this dynamic that the two of you once upon a time had with one another just simply wasn't good for them, or it just wasn't supposed to be a part of their life, or it just simply wasn't essentially meant to be. Like, I do see them trying their hardest to just make peace with the past, make peace with the past, and just accept the fact that everything in life happens for a reason. They might not fully understand right now, but later they will. Like, I see this person really, really trying. What actions will Leo take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Knight of Swords. We do have the Strength card. And then we also have the High Priestess. Wow. Believe it or not, you will hear from this person again. However, I feel like it's going to take a while before you do. I am getting that. So it might take, a year or two. I'm getting years, actually. But you will hear from this person again. Like, you will speak to this person again. You will see this person again. But I am definitely getting that it's going to be years before you actually do. And I am also getting that when you do see this person, again, you're going to notice a significant change within them, but it's going to be a positive, significant change within them. So like, for example, let's just say that when you met this person, they were working like a dead-end job. Well, the next time you see them, this person might have like their own business. This person might be, they might become, somebody who is, extremely successful and or well known. Like, I just kind of see this person drastically changing for the better, though. I am getting that. They're drastically changing for the better. And I do feel like, believe it or not, I do feel like what's really influencing this person to change and improve whatever it is that I see this person improving, within themselves, does have a lot to do with you and this dynamic here between the two of you. It's like this person's using this like disappointment, I guess, that they experienced within this dynamic that they once upon a time had with you as like fuel to like become a millionaire or become the successful individual or change this, then the third about themselves. You know what I mean? So you will see this person again. You will, but I feel like it's going to take some years before you do. And when you do, you're going to notice how much this person has drastically changed and leveled up. I am definitely getting that. Yeah. We have the Four of Pentacles to the Fool, and then we also have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is like a learned behavior that this person essentially learned from you. Going back to like what I was saying about you, Leo, how you were very focused on yourself, right? And how you were spending all this time pouring into yourself and nobody else but yourself. Well, these are things that this person's essentially learning from you. They're learning to, pour into themselves and focus on themselves, right? Nothing more and nothing less. And in doing so, I do feel like it is kind of helping this person not think about you as much as they find themselves thinking about you. I feel like it is going to help this person, lock in on their goals and the things that they want to manifest into fruition here for themselves. And I do feel like it is going to help this person, I will say, let go, I would say, of you and what they once upon a time had with you. So the more they focus on, their life, their goals, the things that they want to manifest into fruition here for themselves, the better, to be completely honest, because it kind of looks like this person goes from hyper focusing on you to then adopting this behavior, right, of yours, because this to me kind of feels like a learned behavior that they basically learned from you. So that's just kind of what I see this person doing. Because they see you very focused on you, they're going to start being very, very focused on themselves, and whatever happens, happens. But I am definitely getting that the more they focus on themselves, their goals, the things that they want to accomplish and achieve for themselves, the better off they're going to find themselves, being, to be completely honest, because they're not going to find themselves so obsessed with you and what you're doing. Are you talking to somebody you knew? Are you dating someone new? Like, no, like, they're not going to be focused on those things anymore. They're going to be focused on things that are going to ultimately benefit them in the end. Like, focusing on their education so that way they could get that degree they've always wanted, or focusing on starting that business they've always wanted to start, you know what I mean? Or focusing on, their health, like, whatever it is that this person's choosing to hyper focus on, that's obviously not you. It's something that's going to benefit them, like their education, their career, starting that business that they always wanted to start, things of that nature. But like I said, you guys will see each other again. I just kind of feel like it's going to take years before that happens. I keep getting years. I'm not getting days or months. Like, it's going to take years before you and this person cross paths with one another. And when you see this person again, When you see this person again, you're going to notice a significant change within them, but it's going to be a significant change, for the better is basically what I'm getting. All right. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.